If you feel like you're constantly correcting your child but nothing is changing, this might explain why. Most parents of ADHD kids are working incredibly hard. They're watching videos, they're reading posts, they're learning strategies. And yet the shouting keeps happening, the refusals keep happening, and the meltdowns keep happening. So they assume they're failing. But here's the part that nobody tells you clearly. Information doesn't create change. Environment does. You can understand ADHD perfectly, but still live in a house that constantly overwhelms an ADHD nervous system. Because ADHD isn't a knowledge problem, it's a regulation problem. Your ADHD child doesn't struggle because they know better. They struggle because their brain processes pressure as a threat, correction as rejection, transition as loss, and urgency as panic. So when you say things like, just do this, how many times do I have to tell you? Why won't you just listen? Their brain doesn't hear the instructions, it just hears danger. And that's why behaviour escalates after you intervene, not before. And that's the part that's uncomfortable but important. Most homes are designed for neurotypical brains. Fast pace, multiple instructions, high expectations, constant verbal correction. And then we wonder why their nervous system is on fire. You don't calm behaviour by controlling it. You calm behaviour by controlling the conditions around it. That means looking at things like when you ask, not just what you ask. How many demands are active at once? How predictable is the day? And how safe your tone feels when things go wrong. And yes, this does mean that parents have to change first. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because you're the only part of the system that can actually adjust. Your child can't lower their nervous system on command. You can. Your child can't redesign the environment. You can. And when the environment changes consistently, behaviour doesn't need to be fixed. It just settles. Not overnight, not magically, but steadily. If you're exhausted and nothing seems to stick, you're not broken. You've just been taught to focus on behaviour instead of the system creating it. And once you see that, you can finally stop firefighting and start building calm.